All right, I want to start this video out with just another little clip I took on my phone from the game because I think at the end of the year I'm actually just going to compile this into funny things the refs missed or called just because they're hilarious. Now watch this. Okay, so you see here we got a ref, right? Whoops, there he is. Now look at this coach over here. Look at him on the side. He's just watching. He looks over at the ref like, oh wait, did he see that? Because I saw that. Now look at the other one. Okay, I'm going to play it again for you real quick so you can see this. Notice the ref looking right at the play. Doesn't call anything. Look at the coach next to him. Oh, wait, did the ref see that? Oh, I guess he didn't. Free for us. And there's that other ref watching the ball fly out like he's a receiver or something. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just crazy. Like, we have these weird moments where another time today, I've never seen this before this year, but all of a sudden, 2 times this year, just like right as we're about to start another play, something changes. And I pointed this out in a text message to some people. They were like, oh, well, yeah, it was the right call because, like, they were, bumbling or whatever, and it really wasn't, like, a completion or whatever. No. The way this works is the ref or the coach on the other team has a couple seconds to look at this. They pay a guy to look at this. If they think something's worth checking out, they pull out a red flag and they throw it on the field. If they don't do that, then the play just goes on. I have no idea why it's just like all of a sudden a new thing that, we were just sort of waiting for the next play to start and us refs talked to each other. We looked each other in the eye. We kind of did a little wink or something. And we were like, it's time to go ahead and call that as a incompletion. Now, forget the fact that somebody on the field actually called it as a completion. So that means now we're just contradicting our own staff in this. But anyway, yeah, I guess you just don't have to challenge anymore. They might as well just take the red challenge flags away because the eye in the sky or the omnipotence of the refs is replacing that. So what's that even there for? I don't know. But anyway, it's a win. I didn't make a video last week because I had to drive the family back from Chicago. I was watching on my phone, this tiny little image for 6 hours straight. It was not really entertaining to watch. It kind of kept me away from, being bored on the road, but what even was that? I mean, we were great one week, we're terrible the next week, and then, I might as well grade us as terrible this week. I'm tired of seeing Baker Mayfield out there. I don't care. He's lost all the goodwill with me. I could sit here for a while, for like the last 2 years, and be like, yeah, look, he has some good throws and this and that. Yeah, but a lot of people do. I'll just make a list of some names here. Andy Dalton. Oh, Andy Dalton went ahead and just lost it today for the Bears, by the way. He's like a career backup. He made the playoffs a few times. Didn't do a thing. Other than being named the Ginger Ninja, he's really got no other claim to fame. So there's one guy. Let's see. There's Cam Newton. The guy made it pretty far himself. All of a sudden, dude's just middling around now. Like, they invited him back to the Panthers because that was just such a giant trash heap. And, again, he got them a good loss today. But, they got to clap. They had their good moment. If that's what this is for, if this is what we're doing in Cleveland, is we just had this guy that we like because he makes funny commercials and we think he's cute and he's tough and blah, blah, blah. I'm not here for that. I'm here for some wins. I'm here for us to just realize that he's never going to say that he's injured. He's always going to lie to the doctors and say that he's fine and he's just not broken and all this other stuff. And then we have to watch him overthrow people all day, every day. Why are we not seeing this? Like, I don't know what point we start deciding we need to just take a different path. I mean, even the announcers today were like, well, they need to just pay this guy or move on. I mean, it's true. They do. Why are we just doing this? I mean, we're giving him too many chances now. It's like that stigma of having too many quarterbacks is just, like, blown our minds. And now, like, we have a policy. It must be written all over the locker room. Don't get rid of Baker. I don't know. It's crazy to me. Dude is overthrowing, underthrowing. He's making a pass every now and again. Great. That's cool. But why are we seeing him out there? There was a play in the game where basically Baker Mayfield just needed to convert on a 3rd down. And he saw the pass rush coming. And no doubt, like any other human, he was like, okay, my shoulder, my knee, head, shoulders, knees, and toes, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. I got to protect myself. Let me just go, whoop. And it was like way in front of the guy and he didn't catch it. The dude was open though. It was like the 3rd time he just missed a wide open receiver today. I can promise you if we had Case Keenum or even a healthy Scarecrow, just throw the ball and just stand there and take that hit and know I'm playing football. This is a contact sport. I'm going to get hit. That would have been a completion. Just like many of these other times. I mean, I'm seeing people on the team like so shy. Landry, for his credit, was actually like running into people today. This whole year, it seems like he's been shying away from taking contact because he's injured. But, this is football. I mean, Teller today, so many penalties that he had going on. And our line is supposed to be good. I don't know if it's because he's trying to overcompensate. Maybe he himself is injured in some way. Maybe it's because there's just, not the same support he had at the beginning of the year with all the injuries and rotations we've had. I don't know. But we basically gave up 100 yards in penalties. I mean, we probably should have lost this game, but we were playing against the Lions, thank God. The Lions, who basically have replaced the Browns as, the laughing stock of the league, although I do believe it was the Lions who was, the first winless season. But still, could have been the Browns. Really, I mean, we're like so close to each other, too. The Great Lakes are just sapping all of our lives. And anyway, I don't know. It was a win, guys, but I'm like pretty sure we're not going to beat Baltimore this next week. Maybe after a bye week, we'll come back and we'll be a little healthier and we'll have a better idea. I don't know. Like, dysfunction in the locker room going on, I'm hearing now, and players having to tell coaches they're accountable, and team captains calling out the coaches after the game last week. I mean, what happened here, guys? Like, this has been a 3-year rebuild of good faith and all these little, hard knocks and YouTube videos and bless it and all the stuff we've learned about the inner workings of the Browns, and we start to kind of feel like things are being rebuilt here. And it's just seeming like, I don't know, this is just as bad as when Hugh Jackson was around here and he was just, everyone was going against him and he couldn't get anything under control. He just seemed like the weakest person ever in press conferences. I don't know. I don't want to go back to that, but I have no idea what's happening here, guys. We need to, really take a second here on our bye week. I mean, we'd probably be at 500 going into the bye week. We need to take a second and realize what we're doing here. I mean, I don't know how it was that Baltimore didn't have a quarterback because of some random illness this week, but I wish he would have held off till next week. I mean, we probably can manage a Lamar Jackson-less Baltimore team, but Lamar Jackson just knows us and kills us. I mean, people say that Ben Roethlisberger's our daddy. I don't know. I mean, maybe Lamar Jackson's not old enough to be our daddy, but he definitely, owns us more than Ben does these days. So I don't know. Whatever you guys are seeing in this game that you might think is positive or whatever, keep on that vibe, because I'm searching. I'm looking. We got the running still. Chubb is still doing what he needs to do. Literally didn't even hear from Andy Schwartz at all today, which is amazing. I'm thank you for removing him from the playbook, although I probably could check on the injury list and figure out he was just ineligible or something. But I mean, I don't know. There's just very little here that's really working at this point, and we need to regroup. And I don't know if that's going to happen in the bye week because of all this dysfunction I'm hearing about in the locker rooms, but let's say a prayer, because we're above 500 again for 5 minutes, and I don't know. I'm thinking we could win next week. I want to put that out there. I just am there's nothing in me that's saying, yeah, I'm confident. It's just all going to be luck at that point. Maybe it all snaps into play again because we're playing a good team like when we were playing Cincinnati. I don't know what happened then. Those guys need to go back and eat the same breakfasts and watch the same TV shows they watched that week, because that was when we shined. Otherwise, I don't know what's going on here, guys. But hey, hang in there, because we're Browns fans and we know that it's just only going to get crazier.